Hey guys, well, I don't normally introduce myself, but I thought I would today. I'm Angela Carson. I have lived in California, Spain, India, Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, and I've traveled extensively. I want to share with you some packing tips for Southeast Asia and for India. I've actually spent 3 months in Bali on back-to-back hotel reviews, once for 2 months, another time for a month. I've spent 3 months traveling around Malaysia in every kind of imaginable accommodation setup. So I want to share with you some tips that I have, not necessarily on exactly what to pack, as far as telling you how many pairs of knickers or don't forget your, toothbrush, but basically how to pack for Southeast Asia, and I'll throw in a couple of tips for India as well. So when I travel, I take what I know I'll need. I always end up taking more. Everyone does. Us girls, we want to look cute, we want to be comfortable most of the time, and we also want to pull it up from time to time when the occasion presents itself. So how do you pack? In a carry-on with your just maximum allotted bags. If you're going to take a carry-on on the plane, you can still take a laptop bag and a handbag. So I use a Weekender Furla bag as my handbag. I've had that thing for years, and because it's such a nice quality and it's leather, it has lasted through probably 12 countries, 13 countries that I've traveled to. So definitely try and invest in a cool weekender that will basically work, that you can throw underneath your seat, that you can, know that you may be in dodgy situations or it may get a little wet from time to time. But invest in that. I use a really beautiful bag for my laptop bag, but I can zip that closed and it's a cute handbag when I need it to be. A couple tips for how to look pulled up when you're traveling, which I know is a really girly thing, but I have learned this over the years and I quite like it. So I actually have a color theme going now. You'll see my luggage tag is red. So my travel phone case, because you always want to have a phone case on, that thing will drop at some point. It's red. My business card holder is red. I have little things that are red. So if you do that, you kind of look like a more polished traveler. Just a tip. I am actually looking for a really cool passport holder in red right now, but I haven't found one I liked. So once I have that, I'll feel kind of complete in that area. Now, when you're packing for Southeast Asia, it's very hot, it's very sticky. And depending on where you are, the humidity levels can be 90-95%. It's insane. So you want to dress in a way that you're going to have a bit of a breeze, that floating around you. I take 5 dresses, maybe 6, and then I use scarves. I'm really big on scarves. I've taken sweaters on trips to Bali. For 3 months, I wore it maybe once. In Malaysia, I was in the rainforest in a couple of areas where it was a bit cooler. I still never used them. So if you want to take one sweater because you'll use it for the airplane, make sure it's light so that when you have it in your luggage and you never take it out again, you're not actually angry at it every time you see it because you've taken this thing that's taking up all this space. I generally take strapless dresses. I find that they're really cute during the day. I don't like getting strap lines when I'm out in the sun. So for me, it's a really easy thing to wear. I generally take them below the knee because I have lived in enough very conservative countries where I'm quite respectful about that. And I do wear shorter dresses, but that's when I'm at a 5-star hotel already, not necessarily walking around town, or definitely not visiting a temple, etc. So if you pack really cute off the shoulder or strapless sundresses and they're below the knee, and you take really cute scarves, I take a couple beige, I take a white, a black, a couple of colors. I have a pink and a red here. Those are general staples. If you've seen my videos, you've seen me in all of these. If you're going for 3 months at a time and just have 5 to 7 things with you, having different scarves so that you look different in the videos is really great. Or just for your pictures for back home. I'll take one more kind of blingy but still comfortable dress. This is from a shop in Spain that a friend of mine owns that I really love. And I have fabulous gold earrings that I take with those. But generally I'll take pearls, I take a few pairs of earrings. I only take smaller bracelets. I generally don't take my big chunky ones, but if I do, I'll take one. And I just pack that in the side pocket of my luggage. But I put my earrings in here. I put the nicer ones in pouches, and then this just packs really easily. This is felt. I really love it. I think it was what some earrings came in when I bought some dresses off Anthropology. So yeah, very cute. Then you want shoe bags. I've now switched over. My luggage is Rimowa, and I've bought the set of packing essentials from them. So this actually fits all three of my pairs of sandals. You want one pair of sandals that is waterproof. You know, I have, okay, so I just have these kind of neutral color rip curls that I don't care if they get rained on. It doesn't matter. You definitely want one of those. Make sure it goes with everything, because even if you're cute, in places like Bali and around Malaysia, when you're outside of Kuala Lumpur, people don't care what you're wearing on your feet. They know that it's raining. They don't care. So you can still be cute up here. Just make sure you have something that you don't mind getting wet. With that in mind, I always pack a travel umbrella. I have one that is so lightweight, it doesn't affect the weight of my luggage. The other two sandals, I take black leather and a neutral, almost skin tone leather pair as well. That will go with everything, and it's perfect. So with 3 pairs of sandals, you're set. Trainers for working out. I use the same trainers. I don't take trekking shoes. So when I'm doing excursions, it has been a bit of a problem. I may change that up for some of my next adventure trips, because I've been in the rainforest. I've been in a couple of national parks or doing things where it starts to rain and it's a sloppy, icky mess. And the traction isn't quite as nice on trainers as it is on Timberlands. I would like to give a shout out to my mommy. When I now have the nicer shoe bags, but the last time I was in America, mommy actually made us shoe bags. She travels a lot too. I try to keep my electronics that I don't use on a daily basis in one pouch. You definitely want the adapter. This was from Crown Plaza, Changi Airport. Thank you guys again for that. That was very nice. Everything else that I use on a daily basis, I keep inside of my laptop sleeve. And that one I have, it's a Kate Spade. It's really nice, padded. I have been using that for almost 3 years now, and it still looks fabulous. So I spent a little bit extra on that, but it was definitely worth it, especially if you travel a lot. As far as the what to wear on your face, it's really hot in those countries. I don't wear foundation. I'll put something, I put under eye concealer, and I use, okay, so this is basically all of my toiletries, and I just willy-nilly throw my brush in there. I'm sure there must be a nicer way. Please tell me what that is. But I use Dior's products, and they have a really amazing line, especially if you're going to be on camera or you plan on taking lots of photos. It's very light, and it sort of unifies the tone of the skin, but it's not a heavy foundation. Because you see those travel videos with the girls who have just so much makeup on in Bali running around on a scooter. It's ridiculous. I do understand that maybe it's a me thing. I'm not really big on makeup, but natural beauty comes from smiling. It comes from being happy. It comes from being joyful. And that looks so much more beautiful than makeup any day. So trust me on this. Ditch the foundation. And then for nighttime, because I like to really pamper my skin at night because it gets sort of beaten up in the sun during the day, I use Clarins products. So between Dior and Clarins, I'm set. I use Dior makeup, so I take 1 blush, 1 eyeshadow, 1 eyeliner, 1 mascara, and under eye concealer. My 2 lip products are also Dior. So that's it. So for Southeast Asia, you can find some products really easily. So certain things, like I'll take my favorite conditioner with me, but I can generally find it again. Things like your favorite hairspray, take that, because it's tough to find that. You would think in Southeast Asia that finding really good mosquito repellent would be simple. It is not. I went for days once on Bali trying to find something that was powerful, and it's just really difficult. I don't know why. It's not sold at every market like you think it would be. They don't sell it at the pharmacy. It's in a couple of shops and it's hard to find, and it's not the good stuff. So mine, you can see, is pretty beat up. I've taken this on a few trips now, but it's really good. This is 40% DEET. The higher the DEET, the better. Buy your mosquito repellent before you go and take a big one. I also take these individual packets from Ben's, which are great if you're going out on the town. They have saved my life because I have come back from the end of a dinner looking like a polka dot princess, and it's horrible because it affects you for days after that, and more just mentally because you know how terrible it looks and it's itchy as hell. So definitely take that. It's been a bit easier here in Malaysia to find mosquito repellent, but definitely if you're going to Bali, Lombok, any of the Gillies, take mosquito repellent with you and in bulk. If I'm just going for a weekend or something that I don't care, I have little sample sizes, and I'll ditch the full sizes and I'll take samples like Clarence. You know, if you're a good enough customer, they'll be really sweet if you go in and tell them that you're going on a trip. I went in this week, I was at the spa, and I told them I was heading off to Thailand soon and did they have some sample products for me because I'm just going to review one villa. So they've totally decked me out, so I don't have to take my big creams with me. So that's really nice. Same with Dior. I have the Dior customer card and I've been using them for years and years and years. So if you go in and let them know, generally they're really sweet and they'll give you sample sizes because you're a loyal, valued customer. Another tip and essential, take an eye mask and earplugs. I don't travel without either of these. Sleep's really important, and every hotel is different, every villa is different, every accommodation is different. Different sounds, different soundproofing, especially if it's not a high-end luxury property. So find a cool eye mask, and definitely I take a couple packets of earplugs. Pack a sarong. I think they make a really cute skirt. If you're taking a hat, I generally don't pack them, so you're gonna have to wear your hat on the flight, or just make sure it's one that you can kind of place into your carry-on bag. And I would not pack this, I would just keep it in the carry-on. So either your tote or your weekender or whatever you're taking with you. Okay, for party nights, I definitely take one nice outfit because you never know. You may get invited to something by a local, or you want to head to one of the more pulled up party spots. Definitely take a cute little black dress. I take one that's quite it's really easy to pack and it's quite thin. The white scarves and the really light cream ones, or anything that's quite dear, like this dress is, I put into a special packing pack that protects it, because you never know, right? And I always take a laundry bag. I do try to keep up on all of my laundry. So each night I'll wash out, socks or knickers or whatever it is that I need to, because things will dry overnight, or give it to housekeeping to wash for you. But I do try to keep up on that so that I'm not traveling with a bunch of dirty clothes. Basically, for India, my only tip would be to definitely be more conservative there. When I was living there, I'd see tourists running around in just the most disrespectful clothing. Every country is different, and if you're going to go there and actually show that you respect the experience, one of the best ways to do that is not only to be friendly and kind, but to not make other people feel uncomfortable by the style of dress that's okay for you back home. So in India, you can generally show your stomach, which is odd, so you can get away with belly tops, but shoulders are generally off. So if you're taking strapless dresses, definitely put a scarf on, or take dresses that go to the shoulder, they can be sleeveless, but you're not supposed to show the shoulder, and you're not supposed to show your leg above the knee. Most Indian women don't even show their leg below the knee. So it shows a sign of respect when you understand that and abide by the norms there in that country. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I know it was a lot of information I just threw at you. If you have any specific questions, please do ask me down below. I've traveled to 31 countries, 32 now, and I've spent a lot of time doing back-to-back hotel reviews or just traveling because this is my favorite hobby. So I can hopefully give you some tips if you'd like on other countries within Asia. I lived in Spain for 12 years in Barcelona, so I can help out with that as well. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos 2 to 3 times a week, and I am currently home based in Kuala Lumpur and showing you a bit of what Southeast Asia has to offer. Thanks, have a good day.